Sharice and I, without a question, are complete opposites. She's earth, I'm water. And so we legit operate by that principle in every single aspect of our life.
We come together 'cause opposites attract.
Growing up for me, I got my butt beat quite a bit. They used to refer to me as Little Killer. I used to get into a lot of fights. I kicked a lot of boys in the nuts. I used to fight the little girls in the neighborhood quite a bit. I was quite the tomboy. I didn't take no junk from nobody.
Growing up, I was a very introverted kid, very shy, didn't always feel like I fit in. So without question, I was bullied quite a bit. I can't recall the number of times, but I definitely caught a few whoopings on behalf of my brother because I simply wouldn't speak up for myself.
I had an older sister, and she was always sneaking off and making us miss our curfew, wanting to ride her bike, up to places we weren't supposed to be. And so I got my ass beat with a bike one time. Like, my mom was, whew, yeah.
I was not a fantastic student, wasn't very academically inclined or anything of the sort. Failed 4th grade, almost failed a few other grades a couple of times just because I really struggled a lot academically.
I was a really good student. I got A's and B's, always got the, honor roll certificates. I used to eat the kids' lunch. Their parents would make them lunches and they would cut the crust off the sandwiches, and I would just...
Despite the social awkwardness that I had, for me, I was a stone cold killer on the dance floor. And so that would catch a lot of people off guard because when I would step to the party or whatever, I had the glasses that was bigger than my face, cookie bush, because moms couldn't afford for us to get no haircut back in the day. And so when the beat would drop, I would turn into a completely different person. And I remember in 6th grade, I would never forget it. It was our first school dance, and I was new to the school. And so everybody saw me, but this was their first time seeing me dance. And so this is the early 90s. Throughout the rest of that school year, everybody referred to me as the dancing Urkel.
In high school, I loved to dance. I went to a performing arts school, and that's where I really loved to shine. I was a classically trained in ballet. I took African dance. I took modern dance. And I started to calm down a little bit. I got away from, beating up everybody. That was like my happy place. I love music and I love dance.
After I graduated college, I went on a Bible college and became ordained as a minister and was the youth pastor for a church. But, things didn't work out.
I used to struggle between, righteousness and ratchetness, because I really like to twerk. I like crunk music, anything, that's talking about beating somebody's ass. It just reminds me of my childhood when I used to beat ass. And so when I would go to church on Sunday, I would pray a lot, for God to remove that ratchetness out of me. But sometimes I would just pull up to the Kingdom Hall and I would be playing a little scrappy. You don't want no problems. And so
all I really listened to was gospel music. When it came to hip hop, I would listen to some hip hop, but it was mainly 90s stuff.
He didn't know what ether was. The song by Nas?
But I like to listen to binaural beats. I like listening to old school R&B. So, music that's relaxing and that's going to calm me, that's pretty much what my vibe is.
We share so many firsts just because, he likes to listen to, like this really calming music. So he teaches me how to be calm. He brings my calmness, and, I bring out his little thug, everybody got a little thug in them. And so
we have different likes of music. We have different paths in terms of, she was the bully, I was getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? But just completely opposite, but we work so well together in a lot of ways. And so that song, Opposites Attracting, I believe it's necessary because when you think about it, the sun can't exist without the moon. Light can't exist without dark. And so for me, when I look at the span of our relationship and marriage and how we're still continuing to learn, to grow and function and operate with one another, despite our differences, I definitely see how we make one another stronger because of the fact that we are so different.
We come together.